Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Python Freaks. So first of all, really sorry since this particular video is coming after a long gap, and the reason for this was like I was occupied with couple of things. So once again, really sorry for this long delay. But from now, I'm planning to release at least two video every week consistently. So without wasting any further time, let's start with today's video, which is how to prepare for a software interview for a service-based company. Now, ideally, this is a continuation of my last video, which I shared a couple of months back, in which we discussed the list of top 10 service based company. So, if you haven't watched that, please watch that video first. Now, let's come to this video. So, what can you expect from this video? So, like by now, you might have already read the title of the video. So, in this particular video, we'll be discussing about everything and anything about how to apply or prepare for a software interview in a service based company. So, without wasting any further time, let's try to simplify this complicated topic step by step. Now, first and the very important point here is how to apply for a job. So, at a very broad level, if I have to say, there are two ways of doing this. So, the first one is you can apply it via any job portal. So, the process for it very simple. You can create your profile in both Naukri and LinkedIn, and there are a couple of more options, but these two are the most commonly and widely used one. And some more relevant one can be Indeed, Glassdoor, InstaHire, etc. Now, the important point to mention here is if you are applying it from Naukri, make sure you mention each and every skills which you have worked on in the both the places. That is both in your resume which you are uploading it in Naukri, and also there is a skill section in Naukri where you can update each and every skills. And apart from this, there's one small trick when applying it from Naukri. Please make it a habit to update your Naukri profile regularly. I mean every 3 days or at least once in a week, so that your profile stays at top. And the reason for this doing this is very simple. Like whenever a new recruiter searches for a candidate, your profile should come at the top based on your skill set which you have mentioned in your profile. Now let's talk about the second option, like the job portal section, which you are applying from LinkedIn. And in LinkedIn, you should make sure that you have updated all the relevant keywords in your profile, and also update the flag. Like there's a particular flag in your profile in LinkedIn profile where you can just make the recruiters aware that you are open for job opportunities. And at last, but not the least, make sure you have added all your past experience, your achievement in your LinkedIn profile. And always try to increase your connection. When I say increase your connection, what I mean is adding your known ones like friends, your ex teammates, and try to gel with people who are working in same domain and the one whose profile is same as yours. Now, let's come to the core section of this video. Like, what is the interview process of a service-based company? So, at the top level, if I have to say, ideally you can expect two technical rounds, followed by one client round and one manager round. And if all the feedback from the previous interview sections are positive, then there will be one last round, which is the HR round. Now, let's take each round one by one and try to understand what you can expect in each round. So, however, it depends on what profile they are hiring. Like, is it the development profile or is it for a test automation, manual automation, or support? But if I have to say in general, it will be mostly starting with the intro, followed by what is your past experience, what is the project that you have worked on, what is the domain which you have worked on, and what is the tech stack which you are having, and anything to everything which you have mentioned in your resume. So the further process can be counter questioning from what you have answered. And if it is a development or a automation profile, you might also be asked to write a program. And once you have written the program, you might also have to optimize it. And there can be a little bit of tweaks here and there, and minor adjustment you might have to do. So this is how the interview will go on. There can be question also about designing a particular software or a small feature. And if it is a testing profile, so you might also have to test that particular feature, like what are the use cases or what is the testing strategy that you will be taking to test that particular feature or a software. Now, one small example can be, let's say, if you are from a storage or virtualization background, and one design question can be like, how can you create a system like Dropbox or Google Drive, where you upload the files, take the backup, and all those kind of things. Similarly, if your past experiences include something related to e-commerce, you can be asked about how to design a payment system. How will you test a particular payment system? Okay, so something around this. So at a top level, this is what the technical rounds will be involved, and in both the round two and fro, these type of questions will be asked. Now in this, I've just tried to give you an overview of technical round, and if you want a detailed video, we can just basically create one separate video for it. Now, once you have cleared both the technical rounds, the third round will be mostly client round, in which someone from the client or someone who is actually working in that particular project can take your interview. So in this round, question will be very specific to domain and profile for which you are being hired. Normally, there will be the actual use case or problem which they are facing in real time, and their expectation will not always be to give the actual solution to it. They just want to verify your analytical skills, like how do you approach a problem, what is your thinking about a particular problem which they are facing, and they also observe how you approach for a given problem. Okay, so the ideal thing to prepare for this round is uh, deep dive about what's the product, what is the company that is doing, and what is the client they are like basically you are being hired, and try to gain as much as knowledge about that particular client, and also if possible try to grasp a knowledge about the challenges that particular company or that particular product is facing, and how you can give some technical solution to it. Now, ideally, the most crucial and the last decisive round will be this particular round, which is the managerial round or the hiring manager round. So, in this round, mostly it will be taken by the hiring manager of the project, and he or she will be asking questions mostly around your past experiences, your past issues, and they will be mostly analyzing your soft skills as well as your technical skills. Like when it comes to soft skills, it will be like your communication skills. How do you handle stress? How do you handle conflict between the your teammates? So these types of questions will be asked, and for this mostly you have to prepare behavioral type of questions and your past experiences, like what type of bugs have you raised, okay, what type of technical skills you have acquired. So those kind of questions, and also mostly question you can expect mostly around your past issues and the bugs you have resolved it, and what the challenges which you have faced it, and how do you overcome that particular challenges. Now, once you have cleared all the above round, the last and the final round will be HR round, in which mostly your package, your joining related things, and all those things will be discussed. Now, for this particular round, the preparation you can do is like you can go through the company profile and what kind of package they offer to the different bands and different levels and different categories of employees. So based on that, you can just create some mapping, and based on that, you can just negotiate for your package. And apart from this, HR will also have a discussion about your notice period, like how soon can you join, whether you can negotiate your notice period or not, and all these kind of basically discussion will happen. So you can also prepare for these things, like just have a brief idea, like whether your companies allows buyout options or not, and just gather a little bit information about that, and once you have a call with HR, you can just have all these discussions and information ready. So based on that, you can proceed further with the offer. Now, in this, I have just tried to give you a generic overview or a pattern which is followed by almost all the MNC. But you can expect here and there few changes in number of rounds getting increased or decreased with respect to the role that particular company is hiring. So, for this video, I would like to end it here only, since my idea was just to give you an overview of the overall process. So, hope you like the video. If yes, please give it a thumbs up and kindly subscribe to the channel so that you get notified for the upcoming videos as soon as it's uploaded. Until then, bye and take care.